It's 2 in the morning. Your dog has a perfectly good bed of their own, and yet here they are, taking up most of yours, leaving you the rest. Most people land on the warmth explanation. Dogs get cold, you're warm. Done. But that explanation falls apart the second you actually think about it. Your dog has access to sunny windows, radiators, the sofa, probably a pile of your laundry on the floor. If warmth was the whole story, they have options, plenty of them. So why do they keep choosing you? And, quick promise, if your dog used to sleep beside you and one day they suddenly stop, stay with me until the end. Because what that actually means is something most owners wish they'd understood sooner. Here's the thing nobody really thinks about. Sleep is the most vulnerable state any animal can be in. Every survival instinct your dog carries, even the most pampered, well-fed, never spent a night outdoors dog, tells them that sleep is when danger finds you. And yet, they walk past every quiet corner in your home, every safe, tucked-away spot, and climb into bed beside a creature 15 times their size. That's not about temperature. That's not about habit. That's a decision. And once you understand the actual machinery behind that decision, you'll never quite see those quiet moments the same way. A team at Eötvös Loránd University in Budapest did something that, looking back, seems obvious. But at the time, nobody had bothered. They took the same attachment test psychologists use to study human infants, Ainsworth's strange situation procedure, and applied it to dogs. What they found is that dogs form attachment bonds with their owners that look almost exactly like what babies form with their mothers. The same proximity seeking, the same distress when separated, the same calm when reunited. 61% of the dogs they tested came out as what psychologists call securely attached. That's roughly the same proportion you find in human toddlers. Just sit with that for a second. So when your dog walks past every safe corner in your home and chooses to sleep beside you instead, they're doing the most fundamental thing in attachment psychology. They're going to their safe person at the moment they're most exposed. They're not being clingy. They're telling you that you are the safest thing in their world. But this isn't just psychology, it's chemistry. And here's where it gets honestly kind of strange. In 2015, a team at Azabu University in Japan published a study in Science. Yes, the actual journal Science. They measured oxytocin in 30 dog owner pairs during simple interaction, petting, talking, eye contact. Oxytocin is the bonding hormone, the same molecule that floods a mother's brain when she holds her newborn for the first time. What they found was extraordinary. When a dog gazes at their owner and the owner gazes back, both of them experience a surge in oxytocin at the same time, across species. The dog's oxytocin goes up. The owner's oxytocin goes up, which makes the dog want to gaze more, which releases more oxytocin, which makes the owner feel more bonded, which makes them keep looking back. It's a loop, a self-reinforcing chemical loop running between you and your dog. Then they ran the exact same protocol with hand-reared wolves. Wolves who'd grown up around humans, comfortable with them. The loop didn't activate, not in the wolves, not in the humans either, nothing. This co-evolved specifically between dogs and us. We are, as far as anyone can tell, the only 2 species on Earth who do this. And physical contact amplifies it. A separate 2019 study by Pendry and Vandagriff found that just 10 minutes of petting your dog produces measurable drops in cortisol, the stress hormone, in both of you. Now think about what's happening over 8 hours of sleeping pressed together. 2 years ago, in 2024, researchers at the University of Jyväskylä in Finland did something I keep thinking about. They monitored the heart rate variability of dog owner pairs across multiple conditions. And what they found during rest was that 2 nervous systems from 2 different species were measurably synchronizing through the night. Not metaphorically, actually synchronizing. Okay, pay attention to where your dog positions themselves when they sleep beside you. Near your head, against your back, facing the door. That placement isn't random, it's strategic. Dogs descend from pack animals, and in a pack, rest was never completely unguarded. Members position themselves around the group during sleep, watching entry points, staying alert to anything that moved in the dark. Your dog still carries that wiring. When they sleep beside you, part of them genuinely believes they're standing watch. A dog facing the door is monitoring the entry point. A dog pressed against your back is covering your blind side. And the dog at your feet. They're at the position they can launch from fastest if something goes wrong. Will your dog actually fight off an intruder in the night? Honestly, maybe. Maybe not. But in their mind, they've taken a post. They've assigned themselves a role. And every night, without being asked, they show up for it. And the way your dog arranges their body once they've settled in tells you something specific: the curl. When your dog sleeps tucked into a tight ball, nose to tail, that's their most protective shape. It shields the abdomen, the most vulnerable part of any animal's body. If your dog curls up beside you but keeps themselves contained, they feel safe enough to be close, but there's still a thread of guardedness. Trust is there. It's just not all the way open yet. The sprawl. Legs out, belly exposed, body completely loose. This is the deepest form of trust a dog can show. Every survival instinct in their body tells them to protect that belly. A dog who sprawls beside you has switched every one of those instincts off. The back to you. Some owners feel a flicker of rejection when their dog turns away to sleep. Don't. In pack behavior, turning your back to someone is one of the highest signals of trust there is. It means you don't need to watch them. It means you know they will not harm you. Your dog is paying you a compliment, and most owners accidentally take it as an insult. And the pressed in. When your dog wedges themselves as close to you as physically possible, sometimes in positions that look genuinely uncomfortable for both of you, that's the clearest message of all. They want zero distance between you. That's not clingy, that's devotion. Here's something most owners never realize. Dogs are naturally crepuscular. Their bodies are wired to be most active at dawn and dusk. It's when their wild ancestors hunted. Their natural rhythm has no business aligning with a human schedule. None. And yet, bonded dogs gradually shift their activity patterns to mirror their owners. They sleep when you sleep. They stir when you stir. They anticipate your alarm, your morning routine, your wind-down habits, with an accuracy that consistently catches new owners completely off guard. This is not training. It's attention sustained over months and years until your rhythm became theirs. An internal clock built across thousands of years of evolution, quietly bending itself around you, not because they have to, because they want to be where you are when you are there. And here's something that genuinely stopped me when I first read about it. Your dog is running surveillance on you while you sleep, not in some creepy way, in the way a parent listens for the breathing of a sick child. Their nose, between 10,000 and 100,000 times more sensitive than yours, picks up changes in your body chemistry through scent alone. Your cortisol shifts when you're stressed. Your dog detects it. Your breathing changes when you're unwell. They notice. Night after night, sleeping beside you, your dog has been quietly building a detailed map of what your baseline feels like. So when something shifts, even subtly, they know. This is why they become extra attentive when you're sick, anxious, or grieving. They're not guessing, they're reading the data. Now, I want to keep that promise I made at the start. If your dog has been sleeping beside you for months or years, and one day they suddenly stop, don't brush it off. Dogs are creatures of habit. When a deeply established behavior disappears overnight, there is almost always a reason. Sometimes it's environmental, a new pet, a new person in the house, a small change in routine that feels minor to you and seismic to them. But sometimes, and this is the harder one to hear, it's physical. Veterinary researchers have found that changes in sleep location are one of the earliest behavioral signs of pain in dogs. Earlier than limping, earlier than stiffness, earlier than any obvious physical symptom. A dog who stops jumping onto the bed isn't necessarily preferring the floor. They might be hurting. So if the nightly ritual changes, pay attention. Behavior is the only language they have. So the next time you wake up at 3 a.m. with your dog pressed against your legs and exactly 6 inches of mattress to call your own, remember what's actually happening. Your dog chose you, not the couch, not the floor, not the warm patch by the radiator, you. Because attachment systems built across 15,000 years of evolution, an oxytocin loop that no other species shares with us, and a nervous system designed to sync with yours overnight, all pointed at one thing. Sleeping beside you is the safest place in their world. And honestly, the science suggests it might be doing something for you too. So, tell me, what position does your dog sleep in beside you? I read every comment. I genuinely want to know. And if this changed how you'll look at your dog tonight, please subscribe. There's more research like this coming, and the science only gets stranger from here.